Hi, everyone. My name's Rainey, and
I'm Ralu. Good morning, everyone.
we'd like to welcome you here today. And we are actually simulcasting on several channels, including our hypnosis and self help. So you're going to see us everywhere. And today
Scary
we wanted to
thought.
come on and do something different. We wanted to speak to you about the dangers of being addicted to things from high dopamine. So, matter of fact, we're talking
Yeah.
about putting a title up saying, "Do you have a dopamine addiction?" But dopamine doesn't cause the addiction, I guess you could say. It's just dopamine and quite a few things. But are you doing a lot of things that can cause that? And that's what we're going to speak about today.
hmm
Matter of fact, Reldo and I were talking about it earlier. In our classes, we talk to people a lot about serotonin, about having a depletion of serotonin, which causes people to have depression.
Yeah.
Because when you have depression, there's like three different divisions: mild, moderate, and severe. And they say what's missing is the serotonin in your system, and your body creates serotonin naturally. And it's the same thing with dopamine. There's certain things we do that increase our dopamine level. Now, what is dopamine? It's basically what's released in your body when you're doing things to make you feel good. So people say it's a
Yeah.
natural feel good drug. So when you
True.
do things, and that's what causes addictions. Okay, so let's talk about simple ones like exercising. You start running every single day, you start to feel really good. It releases dopamine. You want to feel that more, and you come back and you do it more. Or let's see, what else causes dopamine? Swimming. Okay, Ralu and I like to go swimming. And we fight about going. I don't want to go. It's too inconvenient. But once we get there, it feels so good that we want to keep on coming.
Don't
And
they have
also,
people that are actually addicted to exercise? I've heard about that.
oh yeah, go to the gym. I'm sure
No, no, no.
Schwarzenegger and
Seriously, there are people, especially in the modeling and beauty industry, that are addicted to their feelings. It's got to be that high dopamine
yeah, the high
feeling.
dopamine. Yeah, and
Yeah.
imagine especially the ones that are doing it like supersizing it, doing it a lot more.
Yeah.
But I was going to say our favorite one, coffee. Coffee releases dopamine more for Ralu than me because she drinks high test. I drink decaf. Now, yeah, see, I don't even have one. Dan, you did the same thing in yesterday's video. But anyway, she gives me decaf all the
I'm
time. So
dopaminized.
that's why when we talk, my eyes are squinting like this, and hers are like bing. She looks like the ever ready bunny on speed. Anyway, but you have it,
My
you
speed.
feel the high, and you want more, and you want more, and you want more. Okay, so those are like I say the natural one. Coffee's like a natural thing, right? But then there's the unnatural ones, okay? Video games and telephone and computer. And the worst culprit for me, shorts. Okay, watching the Instagram shorts and YouTube shorts. I get, because they catch your attention. They're only a minute long. And I'm like, another one, another one. And the problem is it releases the dopamine, the excitement of, so much is going on that I came on here to check my mail and to go do a project. And an hour later, I'm still there. It's like the possessed kid playing a video game, and 3 days later, honey, you still there? You okay? They're like,
Yeah, yeah.
you're in that's me. I go into trance with shorts, so I have to cut them off. So those are the kind of things. Okay, it releases this feel good thing. Now, dopamine isn't bad, okay, but a balance. The natural dopamine type things is great, but the ones that release the super spike of
Yeah.
dopamine, remember, kind of like, let's say, watch this. What goes up must come down. Okay. So
Yeah.
if you so spike the dopamine from, alcohol or drugs, I get a list here of all kinds of things, sugar, junk food, all these different things, being on the phone all the time, or, video games. When you stop, you kind of crash. And
hmm
when you crash, you feel bad. You feel down. It can cause things like, yeah, depression. It can cause restless leg syndrome, which happens to me almost every night because I use the computer right up until I go to bed. You go to sleep and you sleep for a while, but then you wake up and you're ready to go. Oh yeah, it could cause a lot of different things. So that's what we want to talk to you about is, are you addicted to these things? I didn't realize this until I've been studying it recently. And I ran up to Raldo a couple days ago. Man, am I addicted? I've got so
Addicted to
many of these.
activity that raises the dopamine. Yeah.
Yeah. And the
Yeah.
worst one, other than shorts, is the telephone.
Yeah.
Now I get up a lot during the night. I drink a lot of water and Crystal Light, and so I get up to go to the bathroom a lot, and I cannot get it. So maybe every couple hours, 2, 3 hours, I get up and go, and every single time, just as I come out, go through the kitchen, I have to check my phone, which is sitting there charging. So I check my phone 4 times a night. And then when Ralu and I are sitting down watching television, okay, we're watching TV, and every commercial or every 10 minutes, I'm checking my phone. Is there a message? Is there a message? Is there a message? I'm checking my phone to see what's going on, to see if I got a reminder of a cool short, okay? But Facebook and email
You
and
need a detox.
yeah, and she says, "Give me the phone." So I give her the phone. She takes it and puts it out of my reach. I mean, it was one night last week. It was getting so out of hand. I looked at my phone. She wasn't around, and I threw it on the other side of the living room, so it landed on the couch and just stayed there. Why? Because what's stronger, my need to get up and get the dopamine high, or the discomfort of having to get out of the recliner and walk across the room when I'm tired. So
Yeah.
sometimes my tiredness wins out, but most of the time the dopamine wins out because I need that new high. I need that new high. It's funny.
I've
Raluca will say, "Hey, you've had enough computer. Okay, get off the computer." All right, we need to stop. So I get up, walk 10 feet, sit down, and watch the TV.
with the
You know,
phone in his hand.
with the phone and the headset. But can you see what's going on? How many of you
Mhm.
are doing that? Now,
Yeah.
I find that I go through cycles. I love to meditate. I used to love to go out for a ride. We live 5 miles from the beach, and we probably go twice a year. The last couple of weeks, almost every day, I thought we ought to take a ride to the beach. And I get up and start working, but the dopamine keeps on going so much. The idea of going to do something enjoyable like that is fun. That releases dopamine too, but not as much as working on the computer. Or if I sit down just to relax in the recliner to meditate, I'll do that. I got to get on the computer and go check this. And as soon as I relax, all the things that I haven't done happens. So yesterday morning, after learning this, I said, we're going to try something different. I'm going to get up in the morning and I'm not going to turn my computer on for a little while. And Ralu got up and we had breakfast. She goes, "So what are we doing today?" She says, "We're getting on to do the Rainey and Ralu show." I said, "We're going to wait. Everything can wait. Get in the car. Let's go to the beach." So we went to the beach. Of course, we did some videos at the beach for Ralu's beauty site. We did some shorts. But anyway, matter of fact, the waves came in and caught one of the bottles, and I had to chase it in the ocean before we lost it. Long story. But so we came back with wet feet. But the point is, we finally got up. We went out. We did something. I came back, and she looked at me. She goes, "I feel relaxed. That was fun. We had a good time."
A
So
different
it's
level
all,
of dopamine, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I was going to
When
say,
you told me about that yesterday or 2 days
about the
ago,
dopamine. Yeah, a couple days ago.
I I've heard about the telephone, the social media being compared to the slot machines in Vegas in Atlantic City. So
The
I
lights.
did a little research, and what came out was really interesting. These companies, like you said, they know how
Mhm.
to get your dopamine levels going. And so what I found out is that when you gamble, of course, your brain releases the dopamine, and you'd expect to either you win or lose. This is the thing. So these companies know either you win or lose. The brain responds by releasing dopamine, and making yourself feel enjoyable. Either the wins are real or fabricated, they were saying. So, like in the case of maybe online gaming, that's kind of like a fabricated win because you didn't actually win money or anything. You just win a game or whatever, like Angry Birds. but
Oh boy,
but
that released
yeah,
dopamine. 3
yeah.
days I played that until I won.
But they are saying how every
I was in the
time
morning.
you win, even a little something, the brain associates that more and more with the intense feelings of pleasure, and you want to play more and more. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. And and they were paralleling that, comparing that with the phones and the social media and the gaming, and how these companies know how to,
Yeah.
how to get you to play them more and more, and you have to figure out a way to stop that, to kind of level it up, level it down, to be in the middle, because dopamine was saying, Rainy, it's not good, but also low dopamine is not good either, because
No.
that could bring you into depression also. So you got to find a middle way, the meditation way, the relaxing way.
What you just said about Vegas,
Yeah.
I heard something just recently about how the marketers, again, like you said, they know this,
Mm.
but they do it on purpose, especially like with kids, to trap kids with video games.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the dopamine is so high, and of course
I'm
there's
thinking
so
that kids would
many.
be even easier to
Oh yeah.
trigger there, right?
And there's so many products surrounding these video games. And of course, don't think they don't put commercials in them, just like when you watch this video and most other YouTube videos, there's commercials that come at the bottom, and they're usually associated with the site. Because if we put a video up, we want it to go on a site that's associated with something that we do. I mean, you don't want to have like a loaded pizza commercial on a weight loss site. That's not going to be good, or a bodybuilding site. You want it on a Twinkies site, you know? So yeah, but they get so into it because, like I said, Raluca had a hard time detoxing me when Angry Birds came out. This is why I don't have video games on my computer. I have an obsessive compulsive personality. I will finish it. Also comes from being analytical. But so the marketers do that, and they can actually get these kids to bug their parents so much until they buy them things. So it's something you got to really watch. You got to really watch for, because, like I said, what goes up, you have too much, and you're going to crash. I know for the last, I'd say maybe 3 weeks on weekends, Raul would come up to me, because usually we work Saturday and Sunday too. We don't really take that much time off because we're trying to build this extra business, the self
Yeah.
help business. And she says, I'm burnt out. I'm burnt out. And I've heard that a few times on the weekend. I'm burnt out. I started thinking about it. Why? Because the high dopamine, and we're going and
Yeah.
going and going, and there's no recoup time. So when we do stop for a few minutes, you crash, and there's no reboot. Like when we went to the beach, that was a great reboot. Most people have the weekend so they could take the time off, so they can
Mm.
reboot and get back out there. So it's important to make sure you reboot. But that's why we wanted to come on, to let you know about what this dopamine can do to you, and for you to examine your life to see if you're having problems with it. Do you find yourself highs and lows, and you work and you stop working, and you feel like you just crashed, because some of the things, like I said, that cause it, we spoke about the natural things, but the unnatural things are, everything I got a list here: video games, TV, phone, pornography, social media, shorts, okay,
Schwartz,
uh,
yeah, yeah.
Twitter, junk food, drugs, coffee, sugar. So there's a lot of different things. And then there's the natural ones that don't spike it so much, that are good to do. Things like, did I write those down? Meditation, walking, exercise, anything that can help you to relax. I mean, so you want to have some of the dopamine to feel good, to keep you going. So how do you take care of it? What do you do? And that was another thing we wanted to speak to you about.
Mm-hmm.
It's what they call a dopamine detox. Ooh, we're going to detoxify you.
Let it
Are you ready? Open your eyes. No, we're not going to do it here.
go.
I didn't tell Ralu. She thought I was going to do it. Okay.
I was ready for it.
So first you look at the video game we have for you. Look really close and you'll see a sale. No, actually, the the detox, I say try because some of you might have a harder time than others. Try to detox yourself for at least 24 hours. If you're at the point where you see it's really taken over, detox yourself for 24 hours from the things that create the spiking type dopamine. So from your phone, from the computer, if you could do it on a weekend, maybe if you have your weekends off, turn off the phone or give it to somebody else if you think you're going to get an important message and you don't want to miss it. Turn off the computer. Instead of turning on the TV and letting the kids play video games, take them out for the day. Go camping, go fishing, go to the beach, go catch some lobsters and send them to me.
Oh yeah, that's best example right there
Yeah.
on how to
And I
detox.
will detox
Send
eating
lobsters
them.
to Rainy. He'll be
Yeah.
happy. Now,
There's no
now
dopamine of
if everybody
breaking
sends you
shells.
lobsters, Rainy, your dopamine levels are gonna go.
It's
You're gonna get
relaxing to break
addicted to that.
the hammer. Break
Yeah.
But I lost my train of thought. Yeah, even coffee, I mean, lay
Yeah.
off the coffee. So try to do that for 24 hours and see how you feel when you come back. Something else you can do is start a new morning ritual. When you get up in the morning, and that's a hard one for me. What I do is I get up in the morning. Of course, the most important thing, first thing I have to do every morning is give my cat a slice of ham. He goes nuts. Mitzi wakes me up, jumps on the bed, or she'll jump over me and land right on Raluca's head. She has a way of doing it, but she likes it's a little snack, piece of ham every day, and she has a rest of the food. And every morning she'll chase us and go nuts unless she gets it. So what I do every morning, I get up, I walk by my computer, I turn it on, and I go take care of her. Go to, take care of all of your personal needs and have breakfast. And boom, I'm right on the computer. I turn it on first because it takes about 20 minutes for it to warm up because it has so many different things on it. So, and then I'm on the thing until sometimes 9, 10 o'clock at night, on and off, on and off. Okay. Got to have time for the TV. But instead, how about getting up in the morning and not turning your computer on? Like I did yesterday morning. I got up and waited for Alu. I made breakfast. I didn't have coffee, and we went to the beach. You made coffee when you got up. I didn't have it right away because I still don't know how that machine works. I mean, it's crazy. So get up in the morning and try to do something else that doesn't require the computer. Maybe get up in the morning and meditate for a little while. Go for a walk. Sit down and do your gratitude list. What are you grateful for? I'm grateful that I'm not spiking right now. I'm grateful for Raluca. I'm grateful for the business. I'm grateful for you folks. See, I'm looking right at you. Okay, so do a gratitude list. There's no spiking in that. It'll make you feel good. It keeps your dopamine level up. So there's so many things you can do. And if you say, well, I got to get up and get to work, get up an hour earlier and try doing that. I was listening to someone on the Joe Rogan show a couple days ago. And I guess he was a coffeeologist or some specialist in the mind and all this stuff. And anyways, he was telling Joe, they were talking about coffee and about the, I guess you could say the dopamine or the high you get from coffee. And the guy says coffee doesn't make you high, doesn't do what it does. It inhibits relaxation. So whatever goes through your body to make you want to relax and make you tired, it stops that. But the thing is, if you have coffee when you first get up in the morning, a lot of people, and they keep on with coffee, a lot of people, when it gets to be about 2 or 3 o'clock, they crash. They get tired. He says, because they took that coffee and boom, it kicked that dopamine in and they crashed. He says, if you don't want that to happen, he says, get up in the morning and go for about 2 hours. Raluca's like, she's getting to be nervous right now. Go for 2 hours, American hours. Okay. They're a little bit longer than yours. And without coffee. Doesn't matter for me because I have decaf, right? But anyways, 2 hours without coffee and then have it. He says you're going to last an awful lot longer throughout the day. Okay, so see, even something like that. So
Makes
detoxing, a
sense.
temporary detox, a 24-hour detox, it's gonna make a difference. So let us know in the comments what you think. I should have said that right at the beginning. Leave comments of what you're having a hard time with, what kind of spiking you're doing, and what you can do to change it. Give us some ideas of what going on with you. We want something to laugh at. No, kidding. We're concerned. We're curious. So, Ralu, what do you have to add? Anything?
I had an app on my phone. I was kind of addicted to it, and it kind of sneaks in because you don't realize how much you spend time on it. But this app, I don't remember the name of it, but it had something to do with some fashion trends, and I don't
Hmm.
remember the name, but it gave you a timer, so it gave kind of like Instagram. It shows you, if you know how to look in the settings, how much time you spent on a day on it.
Yeah.
And one day I looked and it was like 2.5 hours, and then it was 3 hours, and then I said, all right, that's it. I'm uninstalling this. You have to realize it, and just I had to get rid of it because it was crazy. I mean, I'm giving away precious time out of my life to this thing, and it's not, no, it's not worth it. But yeah, I was highly addicted to the fashion, style, trends, things like that.
We need to
So
create
yeah,
the shorts taser.
a
If you
short
watch
stays.
shorts
Yeah,
for
everyone is
more than
addicted
10
to
minutes,
shorts now. Yeah,
you get tased. But
after
actually
10
they
minutes.
have apps for that. I heard somebody talking about that online. They
Yeah,
have timer apps you could put on for social media. This one
yeah.
self-help guru is saying that when he gets up in the morning, he has like 20 minutes for the day to go on Facebook or social media. And it's an app that times it. He has so
Oh,
much
I'm
time
lucky with
to,
Facebook. I can't stand Facebook, so I'm never there.
yeah, but it also, I guess you could use it for your phone, for your,
Mm.
email, for all the different things
Yeah,
that you
yeah.
have a
Oh,
hard
that's
time
good.
with. He said he gives his phone to someone else that has the password, and after half an hour, it shuts off and he can't get back in it.
Wow.
Hi, mom. What? You say I owe you money? Oh, I'm out of time. Bye.
Oh, that's a good idea. Oh.
If my mother's watching, I'm just joking. And I don't owe her money. uh, but, anyways, yeah, going back to the taser idea. So, that's what we have for you folks. If any of you are addicted, let us know. We have services for that. And
And if you quit, let us know too. How did you do it?
that's it. So, we appreciate having you folks here and having someone to pick on each day. But, anyways, we appreciate you here being part of our community. And as always, I'm going to give Ralu the final word because it
Thank you so
raises
much
her
for watching,
dopamine.
everyone. Thank you for being here with us. And don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and we have links to our podcast too if you wish to listen there on Google and Spotify and Apple. We have the Rainy and Ralu show over there. So thank you, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye bye now. You didn't make me coffee.